tonight. As always, Coach Anthony White will be here to talk wrestling, and Matt Kovacevic to talk girls basketball. Coach Matt Krusich had a meeting tonight, so we taped an interview with him earlier today. We'll look forward to hearing that interview as well. So busy time. Lots to talk about, including, unfortunately, we will discuss the Rose Bowl just a little bit, and what a depressing game for the Iowa Hawkeyes, but this Hawkeye basketball team is definitely worth talking about. We've got some things to discuss there as well. So plenty to talk about here on the show tonight, as well as all things Hy-Vee. We'll grab a break. We come back. We'll visit with Josh Price about what's going on out here at Hy-Vee. That's next on Pitch.
The Preserve on Rathbun Lake is Southern Iowa's premier 18-hole championship golf course. But they're a whole lot more than that. They also feature the area's only full-service pro shop. Stop in and check out the latest in golf equipment or see what they have for golf apparel. You can also get gift certificates or punch cards for rounds of golf. The Pro Shop at the Preserve on Rathbun Lake invites you to stop out today or give them a call at 724-1400. That's 724-1400. Henley Dental in Centerville offers a full range of dental services, from regular exams to dental cosmetics. Henley Dental can help with all of your dental needs. Call today at 856-4103. That's 856-4103. They offer Clear Correct and porcelain veneers to help make that smile look better. And Dr. Nick Henley would like to remind you of the importance of scheduling a regular exam. You should have your teeth examined and cleaned every 6 months. To schedule your exam today, call 856-4103. That's 856-4103. Dr. Nick Henley at Henley Dental, 203 West Washington in Centerville.
There's no place like home, and there's no place like Northside Insurance to insure your home. We're your hometown insurance agency, which means we know you by name and will take time to understand your insurance needs. We can also help with your other insurance, such as auto, boat, farm, and business. Together with Allied Insurance, we'll design the insurance package that fits your needs. Call us today at 856-3333.
Quote to claim, we take care of you. Northside Insurance.
Hello, this is Billy Thomas of the Thomas Funeral Home. Have you considered the benefit of advanced funeral planning? You plan for your first car, your first home, your children's college, and your retirement. Planning makes sense. Guaranteed pricing, peace of mind, and the alleviation of stress on your family are just a few of the benefits of advanced funeral planning. Please feel free to pick up the phone or stop by the funeral home with any questions regarding advanced funeral planning.
Call the Thomas Funeral Home in Centerville at 856-4321 or in Bloomfield at 664-2353.
You're listening to The Pitch on KCOG Centerville, and back for the winter sports season, the second half, and we've got lots to talk about tonight. The Big Red and Redettes got back in action last night, and it was not what we were hoping for, Chad. Knoxville got us 5 out of 6 games, including the 2 big ones, the varsity games. I didn't get a chance to see the girls' game. They came up short last night, but give us some rundown on that. What happened there?
Well, as me and Coach Kovacevic were talking about, once again, the ugly kind of the bugaboo on this basketball team, the turnovers raised its ugly head again. They had 25 on the game, according to the statistician, Henry Ortman. So, as me and Coach Kovacevic was talking about, we didn't make a three-pointer all night. We only made 3 free throws, which we weren't there a lot, but we only made 3, and then the 25 turnovers, and that quite a few of them were what I would consider enforced turnovers. So it's just kind of one of those things. And Knoxville went to Newton and played a game on Saturday, both the boys and the girls. So they had a game back under the belt. And I always think it's hard coming off a long break like that, even though they had a scrimmage in there and practice, but there's something about getting back into game action that it helps get that first game under your belt and going from there.
And then the boys, we just did not show up to play last night. The Knoxville boys took it right to us. I think 25-point loss for the boys. As you'll hear when I talk to Coach Krusich today, he was obviously disappointed in the way things went last night for the Big Reds. But both teams try to bounce back Friday. The girls will have their hands full. Eddyville Blakesburg, one of the better girls teams around. The boys will be favored to win, but it's an Eddyville team that gave us a little bit of a tussle up there right out of the chute. So we'll see how we do at home. It should be a good opportunity for them to bounce back. And of course, we'll have lots more basketball talk here on the show tonight. Right now, let's visit with Josh Rice about what's going on out here at Hy-Vee.
Well, we got a big 2-day sale on Thursday and Friday this week. A lot of great stuff in there. We have assorted Dole salads from the produce department, just 77 cents each. Half-gallon Hy-Vee orange juice, just 99 cents. We have Jack's frozen pizzas, just $1.88. We also, from the kitchen, our 12-inch single-topping take-and-bake pizzas are just $5 with a 5-cent fuel saver. We also have Old Orchard juice, 64-ounce containers for just 99 cents, and Sunbelt Bakery granola bars, 3 for just $5.
All of that right out here at Hy-Vee. And as we move into 2016, any exciting news that we know of yet, or
nothing that I'm aware of yet? It seems like our area, there's a lot of change going on in our area. We've got new store directors, it seems like, in about every store near us, and we know that Albia here pretty soon is going to finally get fixed from the tornado, so we're kind of hoping that maybe after they get themselves back on their feet, maybe we'll have more of an idea about what might be happening around here.
All right, and as always, you're welcome to stop out and see us here on the Pitch Sports Show. We are in the dining room. I'm enjoying some supper as we, well, not as we speak, but during the breaks. And I've always enjoyed coming out and having a nice meal at the Hy-Vee Deli. Roast beef and potatoes tonight. I switched it up. Normally I do the chicken, but tonight I went with some roast beef and potatoes, so that was a good call. Good stuff. So we're looking forward to finishing that off here in the next break. Coming up on the show, Jenny Fogelsong is on the way. She is our In the Box segment. And our interview with Coach Matt Krusich is just around the corner. You are listening to The Pitch on KCOG Centerville, presented by Hy-Vee.
Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square has got you covered when it comes to men's dress. Whether it be business or casual, Jim Ireland Menswear can help. From jeans to slacks, from dress shirts to golf shirts, Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square can help you look your best. And if you've got a wedding in your future, call Jim Ireland Menswear or stop by to talk about tux rentals. Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square.
This is Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. Since the summer of 1987, I have been helping people with their IRA investments. I have many clients that contribute money into an IRA on a monthly basis, but I also have many retired clients that are receiving money on a monthly basis to help pay bills. That's called cash flow. Having an adequate amount of cash flow is very important. I give people monthly cash flow from their employees' retirement plans. We put the money into an IRA and then set up a systematic withdrawal plan that can be sent directly into your bank account. It's safe and convenient. I have many safe options for your retirement plan distribution from your employer. I'm Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. I've been in business since 1987.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and airbags that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. RK Auto Body has it. We're among only 10% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose RK Auto Body. RK Auto Body is located at 21317 Highway J46 Centerville, or call them at 641-856-2500. Founded in 1864, the Daily Iowegian is one of the oldest businesses in Centerville. Keep up on local news, sports, and all community events by reading the Daily Iowegian. You'll also find them online at dailyiowegian.com. That's dailyiowegian.com, where you'll find the latest in local news and much more. Subscribe today by calling 856-6336. That's 856-6336. The Daily Iowegian, the newspaper that cares about Appalachia County.
Talking local sports and a little bit more on Hy-Vee's The Pitch. Russ Ocker, Chad Lee, Koestner, Josh Price. And we want to thank all of our fine sponsors. Of course, our presenting sponsor, Hy-Vee. Also, Power Insurance at the Hall of Fame Challenge. We've got the Preserve on Rathbun Lake, J&L Flooring, Cook Insurance, Jim Ireland Menswear, Northside Insurance, Henley Dental, Thomas Funeral Home, Daily Eye Wheaton, Chico Construction, RK Auto Body, The Flower Teak, and Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop. It is time now for the Ocker Realty First Pitch, brought to you by Ocker Realty in Centerville. Check us out online at ockerrealty.com or stop by and see us at 315 North 10th. Ocker Realty, Russ Ocker Broker, an equal housing opportunity firm. Well, Moravia and Moulton Udell were in action last night in basketball as well. Moravia took their game to Melcher Dallas, and they picked up a couple of wins. The boys and the girls both winning last night against Melcher Dallas. Their next action will be Thursday night, girls and boys at Cardinal at 6 p.m. The girls and boys at Cardinal 6 p.m. tomorrow night. And then Friday, the big matchup with Moulton Udell at Moulton, girls and boys 6 o'clock start time. Moulton Udell came up short against Grandview Christian last night in both the girls and the boys game. They'll try to bounce back against Moravia on Friday night. That's their next action, girls and boys. And the Moravia wrestling team having a great season. Tomorrow night they are at Pekin. Moravia's at Pekin tomorrow night in wrestling action. You are listening to the Pitch Sports Show. Russ Ocker, Chad Kessler, Josh Bryce. Of course, we all Hawkeye fans disappointed with the Rose Bowl, not just the outcome, but with the game itself. And I don't know if anybody, have we heard any explanation? I haven't listened to talk from Ferentz or anybody about the outcome. The only good news is we do hear Desmond King is coming back. I'm not sure why. I mean, good for him. I'm glad he's coming back. But you would think he'd be at least a top 3 round, wouldn't he?
Well, they had him projected, pretty high. But his thing in the article that I read today was that he felt like he didn't want to leave his brothers in arms, the senior class, to come back, and he wanted to prove that it wasn't just a 1-year fluke, and that they could do it again next year. So that was, and his mother, he's going to be the first one in his family to get a college degree. So that was also very important to him and his family. So those were kind of the reasons. I can see it. If he has the same kind of year next year, he's going to be even higher. So, and get even more money. So I can see both sides of it. Yeah, and I applaud him for not being one of those guys to take the money and run.
That's one. Yeah, that's one way to look at it. It's boy, it's tough. That would be tough not to say I'm going to go ahead and take this big payday and not risk getting hurt. But as a Hawkeye fan, it's awesome that he's coming back, and we really should have a heck of a football team next year. You would think coming back with Beathard's, I assume, coming back, and Josie Jewell and guys like that, and the running backs. I suppose Akrab Wadley would be the lead guy coming back, or LaShawn Daniels coming back.
This is only a junior.
Okay.
We do lose Kinzeri, but and you got Wadley and now I can't think of our scat back, our third down. Mitchell. Yeah, he was the other one that converted wide receiver. So, and most of our offensive line is back, and so I think we got a lot of positives coming back. We have some of our big games at home this year, so who knows?
Well, I was there to see the Rose Bowl in person. I'm assuming you guys watched for a while. And
watched the whole thing. Watched the whole thing.
But you watched longer than I did. I left with 5 minutes to go. I got out of here. But it's just, I don't know. I'm still baffled at how it looked like we weren't even there. I mean, I don't know how. McCaffrey is a great player, but
and I'm like sick of hearing his name.
Oh yeah,
the game on TV. I mean, that was, you would have thought it was McCaffrey versus the Hawkeyes. Listening to it, but I mean, I don't know. I think that the opening play of the game, it's just kind of a thumb in the eye, and that's really hard to recover from that. Tampa is a great football team. I mean, I'm not saying they couldn't have done that to about anybody, but you kind of go in and you see Michigan State take the shellacking that they took, and you're thinking, man, that's the team that beat us. And then we go out there and, okay, well, maybe it kind of justified itself. But hopefully the next year, coming back with all the seniors are coming back, if they have the same type of year, the big stage won't be so scary coming back next year.
I really think if we don't throw that pick six, I think because we're moving the ball and we're getting down, where we potentially could have gone in for a score, whether it be a field goal or a touchdown or whatever. And that was one of the things. You don't see Beathers try to make that throw hadn't seen it all year. Tried to force one in there, and he just made a bad read and made a bad throw, and unfortunately turned into pick six, and the route was on. So you couldn't even get mad at the game. That was the thing. Typically, you know me, I like to yell and scream at the TV because it was just disappointing.
Embarrassment.
Yeah,
in there. I was embarrassed.
That is the worst I've seen our offensive line look in years.
Yeah.
Not even, especially this year. This year they looked really good up until that point. So I don't know. Someone said we won the prime rib eating contest the night before. So
it's something. 500 pounds. Yeah, it was a lot of prime rib.
So maybe we ate too much prime rib and we were just too sluggish to do anything. So I don't know what the reason is, but no, I haven't heard any reasoning, excuses, anything come out. I think no one really wants to talk about it.
Talk about next year. So I think we're at come in with a little bit of a chip on our shoulder and see if we can make amends to that. This is the Pitch Sports Show on KCOG Centerville. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll have our In the Box segment. Vinny Fogelsong joins us next here on the pitch.
When it's time for new flooring in your home, be sure to check out J&L Flooring in Centerville. We are a family business where honesty and integrity come first. Whether you are looking for carpet, vinyl or hardwood, tile, laminate, or luxury vinyl planks, you are always assured to get top quality products at affordable prices. We feature the latest in flooring trends and financing is available. Give us a call today at 856-6331 to schedule an appointment. Ask about our new mobile showroom. For those with busy schedules, we bring the showroom to you.
Chico Construction provides a complete line of excavating equipment for all your water, sewer, and building needs. Whether it be residential, commercial, or agricultural, Chico Construction can help. Serving Centerville and Southern Iowa for more than 40 years. Call Dave McCann at Chico Construction, 895-1980. That's Dave McCann at 895-1980. Chico Construction. For all your excavating needs, remember,
McCann can.
Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon is proud to be a part of the Pitch Sports Show. Give Sales and Associates a call today at 888-767-0239. That's 888-767-0239. Call them locally in Centerville at 856-3375. That's 856-3375. For all your insurance needs, call Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon.
The Flower Teak in Centerville is your one-stop shop for all your floral needs. We carry a large selection of fresh-cut flowers, green plants, memorial stones, candles, wreaths, barn quilts, and other great gift ideas. We provide fast, same-day delivery and treat you as our #1 customer. Whether you are planning a large event such as a wedding or simply know someone needing cheering up, we can help. Let our friendly staff help you choose the right flowers or gift to fit your needs. Flower Teak on the northeast corner of the Centerville Square. Call 437-4131, visit flowerteak.com, or find us on Facebook.
You're listening to KCOG Centerville, Pitch Sports Show, and it is time for our In the Box segment, brought to you by Northside Insurance in Centerville. Amy Gonerman and the crew at Northside. Call 856-3333. And we are joined tonight by Centerville High School senior Jenny Fogelsong. Jenny, thanks for stopping out tonight. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm the daughter of the late Phil and Marcia Fogelsong. I am a Jazz 1 piano player. I do football and basketball cheerleading, as well as speech at Centerville High School. I will be doing a solo mime at the large group contest in late January. I am also involved in NHS, Student Council, and Pride Team.
All right, so fairly busy girl there. What about, do you have any brothers, sisters?
Yes, I have an older brother, Ben, and an older brother, Keith.
Okay. And so where are they at nowadays?
Keith lives in West Des Moines and has 2 lovely children and is married. And Ben lives in town.
Now, Ben, I don't know Keith, I don't think. I know Ben. I know who he is. He's kind of a big husky feller, isn't he? Strong guy? But he played football, didn't he?
No, he's not.
Did he wrestle? It seems like he had a beard. Yes. Big black beard. Okay. I remember him being kind of a birdy-looking guy, unless I have the wrong kid. Okay. How long ago did he graduate?
He graduated in 2007.
Okay. All right. And so let's talk a little bit about you and the things you're involved with. We'll start with the speech since it's coming up here.
Yes.
You're going to do a mime. Mm-hmm. All right. How many years have you been doing the speech?
I have done solo mime all 4 years. that I've been in high school.
Okay. What has been your favorite? When you do a mime routine, does it have a name, I assume?
You write them yourself oftentimes, and you do music that do not have lyrics, and they are at a maximum of 5 minutes in length.
Okay. Do you have a favorite that you've done over the last few years?
I really enjoyed the mime I performed last year. I prefer serious mime. It was a mime based in space, kind of the idea of being lost in space and returning back to your spaceship was my mime. And I took it to state last year.
Outstanding. How much practice goes into that?
Well, it takes me a good day to come up with my mime and write it and find my music. The music is very time consuming, figuring out what song, since it does not have lyrics, that is really the only sound that your audience hears, and it is crucial in your mime. And I practice a couple hours a week, I'd say, up until we perform.
Now, this coming up at the end of the month, this will be the first time you performed this particular mime?
Yes, you do a different mime every year.
Okay. So where is the competition?
I actually do not remember off the top of my head.
Okay. But this will be is this like a district, and then you qualify for state from here?
The district contest, and you must receive a Division I rating. There is one judge at district speech, and if you receive a Division I, you advance onto the state competition, and from the state competition, you must receive at least two ones and a judge's recommendation to go to all states.
All states not easy.
No, that all states is big, and that's very difficult.
And so then, okay, on top of that, you're busy as a cheerleader. How many years have you been doing that?
I have done football cheerleading every year since I was a freshman, and this will be my third year doing basketball cheerleading.
Which one do you enjoy more?
I personally enjoy basketball cheerleading, and it is much warmer, and the game goes much faster.
Okay, and I know you're a very talented musician, so talk to me about that. How many years have you been playing the piano?
Oh, that's a very good question. I honestly cannot tell you. I probably played piano since I was very young. I took classical lessons as a child. As I've grown up, I've kind of gotten away from lessons, and I do more jazz piano playing with the band.
Okay. Do you recall what got you started? You just always had an interest in it?
I've always been fairly musical. I've always enjoyed music. It's been a passion of mine.
Do you play any other instruments then?
I played the clarinet.
Okay. Now, this is your senior year.
Yes.
So what's the future hold? What do you see happening after Centerville High School?
Well, I plan to attend school in Minnesota.
All right. So you're going to go to colder places than where we're at.
Yes.
Okay. Talk to me about that. We're at in Minnesota, and what do you aspire to be?
Well, I was accepted into the University of Minnesota Twin Cities, but I also plan to apply to Carleton College, which is about an hour south of Minneapolis in Northfield. And I will major in GWSS, that is Gender, Women's, and Sexuality Studies.
Okay. And so this is the last, you get past the Christmas break, you're on the countdown here of your senior year. So talk to me about how has the senior year been? Has it been exciting, scary?
It's been exciting and very busy, just figuring out getting all my scholarship applications, college applications, getting essays wrote. It's been very busy.
We are visiting with Jenny Fogelsong. She is a senior at Centerville High School. She's our In the Box segment tonight. So give me some high school memories. Give me something funny if you think of what are some funny things that have happened in your high school career, or just some fun events, either through the speech or the band.
Well, there's been a lot of good times in study hall in the band room, just kind of messing around. There was one day we moved up all the chairs in the band room and kind of ran around, and someone hid cookies in a ceiling tile one year because they didn't want to eat them. So I went up and hid their cookies in the ceiling tile.
They're not still there, are they?
No, they took them down.
Okay.
Actually, I believe Mr. DePrizio found them and ate their cookies. People would leave food, and that was his way of, if someone would come in and set food down, he'd eat their food. Is their kind of a, don't leave food in here. I'll eat it.
So they hit him, and it didn't work anyway.
Nope.
So I know you're planning to go to Minnesota to college. Are you by nature a Hawkeye or a Cyclone, or?
I've grown up liking the Hawkeyes.
All right. Good kid. Good kid. Okay. Well, it is time now for your 5 fast questions. All right. Actually, before we do that, we're not too far away now from prom. Do you have prom plans yet?
I plan to take my boyfriend Keegan to prom. We will have been together for a year on Sunday.
All right. Does this Keegan have a last name? I think I know it. There can't be too many
Keegan Plummer.
No, I didn't know it. See, I thought there can't be too many Keegans. So the thing I asked.
Lives in town and goes to Davis County.
Okay.
So.
All right. Now, do you have the dress and everything already picked out, or is it?
I do not actually. I still need to go shopping.
Now, will you and your mother make a day of that, or how does that work?
Probably. Yes, okay. That's what I did last year, and I really enjoyed it.
Good. All right. Now to your 5 fast questions. Here we go. Give me a favorite book or movie.
My favorite book. I actually really enjoyed the book series of Unfortunate Events by Lemony Snicket.
Okay. Dream vacation. If you could go anywhere, all expenses paid, where would you go?
I would go back to Europe. I went 2 summers ago to Europe on the Iowa Ambassadors of Music band trip, and I had a wonderful time and would love to go back.
Outstanding. So where all did you get to go there?
I went to England. We went to London. From there, we went to Paris, France, Austria, Crans, Montana, Switzerland, Venice, Italy, Liechtenstein, and Rothenburg, Germany.
My goodness. Do you remember any foods stand out from that trip? Any of those cultures? Anything you really liked?
The chocolate was amazing.
Swiss? Yes. Aha. All right. What do you think is your best quality?
My best quality is critical thinking.
Okay. And let's take a look at your class a little bit. Give me the most serious person in your class. A lot of times I ask people about the pranksters. Who's the most serious person in this senior class?
The most serious person?
It seems to be all business all the time. Or maybe, a lot of times you'll have somebody that they seem like they're a 40-year-old already. They're always mature and always being responsible. And
a lot of people tell me that's me.
Okay. All right. Well, you seem like a very wise, responsible person. Okay. And finally, let's have some fun with this one. You're going to get in a snowball fight, and you can pick any 3 teachers to be on your team.
3?
What 3 teachers are you going to pick to be on your team for a big snowball fight?
I would pick Mr. Heilig as my first pick.
Why? Military background? Is that why? Or
just exciting. Anything you do with Heilig is always very unpredictable and exciting.
All right.
My next pick would be, I'd probably pick Mrs. Hill, as she always has a plan. I find that no matter what you're doing, she has a plan.
That would be an interesting, highly though. That would be an interesting combination. All right, you got 1 pick left to round up the team.
It would add to the excitement. And then my third pick, Mrs. Lechtenberg. She's always running everywhere. She'd run around and make sure you had everything.
So you got Kylie for the unexpected, you got Hill to have a plan, and Mrs. Lechtenberg to keep it for the high energy.
Yes.
That's pretty good thinking. That's good critical thinking on your part. Well, Jenny, thanks so much for stopping out. Good luck on the rest of your senior year, and thanks for being a great kid. We got a free 6-inch sub, compliments of Subway, Eat Fresh. Subway in Centerville providing that for In the Box segment. Thanks so much. You're officially out of the box.
Thank you.
This is The Pitch on KCOG Centerville. We're back after this.
The Preserve on Rathbun Lake is Southern Iowa's premier 18-hole championship golf course. But they're a whole lot more than that. They also feature the area's only full-service pro shop. Stop in and check out the latest in golf equipment or see what they have for golf apparel. You can also get gift certificates or punch cards for rounds of golf. The Pro Shop at the Preserve on Rathbun Lake invites you to stop out today or give them a call at 724-1400. That's 724-1400. Henley Dental in Centerville offers a full range of dental services, from regular exams to dental cosmetics. Henley Dental can help with all of your dental needs. Call today at 856-4103. That's 856-4103. They offer Clear Correct and porcelain veneers to help make that smile look better. And Dr. Nick Henley would like to remind you of the importance of scheduling a regular exam. You should have your teeth examined and cleaned every 6 months. To schedule your exam today, call 856-4103. That's 856-4103. Dr. Nick Henley at Henley Dental, 203 West Washington in Centerville.
There's no place like home, and there's no place like Northside Insurance to insure your home. We're your hometown insurance agency, which means we know you by name and will take time to understand your insurance needs. We can also help with your other insurance, such as auto, boat, farm, and business. Together with Allied Insurance, we'll design the insurance package that fits your needs. Call us today at 856-3333.
Quote to claim, we take care of you. Northside Insurance.
Hello, this is Billy Thomas of the Thomas Funeral Home. Have you considered the benefit of advanced funeral planning? You plan for your first car, your first home, your children's college, and your retirement. Planning makes sense. Guaranteed pricing, peace of mind, and the alleviation of stress on your family are just a few of the benefits of advanced funeral planning. Please feel free to pick up the phone or stop by the funeral home with any questions regarding advanced funeral planning.
Call the Thomas Funeral Home in Centerville at 856-4321 or in Bloomfield at 664-2353.
You're listening to The Pitch on KCOT Centerville, and we are proud to be back in 2016. Big thanks to all of our sponsors, especially our presenting sponsor, Hy-Vee, Cole Durrett, Josh Bryce, and all the gang out here at Hy-Vee. We appreciate them having us out and giving us the opportunity to brag on our youngsters, and we'll be doing plenty more of that tonight. Coming up in just a moment, my interview with Coach Matt Krusich and this Big Red team, the boys team, Chad. Boy, last night seemed like we just never could get it going. Knoxville's a good team, but, when you look at the way we played against Sheraton, I don't know if we've matched that since. I think Knoxville's a team that we could beat, but even beyond that, it should have been a better ball game than it was.
Yeah, they're, like you said, they might be a little bit better team, but they're not a 25-point better team than the boys. And there again, we seem like we get a little momentum going, a little run going, and then we either just have a silly turnover or get called for travel, which a lot of them, I thought
one guy was a little travel happy.
A little travel happy, and a lot of them, I guess I wasn't necessarily watching their feet, but to me it didn't look like a travel. To me it looked like it's one of those things you kind of give a fake one way and go back the other, and I think they just faked out the official. And the official, it's one of those, as being an official, sometimes you see something that looks funny, so it must be a travel, or it must be, it didn't look right, so it must be something, so I'm going to blow my whistle and mess the game up.
He seemed awful travel happy to me, and I don't know, I've kind of, myself, because of what we can do with the TV now, I honestly have, on the NBA, I don't watch a lot of NBA games, but in highlights and things, I've gone back a number of times on things. I'm thinking, my gosh, that was an obvious travel, and 89% of the time it wasn't when I go back. Yeah. And so I think people get a little travel happy in their minds, and they don't realize a lot of times just how much you really have to do to travel. Now, this guy was calling a lot of it looked like he was saying they were picking up the pivot foot before they dribbled the ball.
But the one time he called a travel on Brett, and Brett was dribbling the basketball.
Yeah.
So I don't know how you do that. I don't know if that's physically possible, but it's one of those things.
You'd have to double dribble.
Right. And the other thing I think that really hurt us, Hunter Cowan, he's been sick all the past. He was sick on Monday. Was still not feeling well Tuesday. He ended up fouling out of the ball game. Didn't score a point. And right now with this basketball team, we need to find another guard. And just to give Brett or Hunter or Colton a break. And I don't know if Cruz's talked about that at all during the interview, but I really think we need to find that third or fourth guard that can help this team out. And Hunter fouls out in the third quarter. He hadn't scored, but that wasn't that big of a deal. He was handling the basketball pretty well and distributing it, and the offense kind of goes through Hunter. I mean, as point guard, it typically does. So I think that really hurt us more than anything. So then we had to move Brett to the point guard, and Brett does a decent job at point guard, but he seems more comfortable out on the wing.
In the wing position, that's where he plays. That's right, the scorer. And so, well, we'll see what Coach Krusich had to say about it all when we come back from this break on Hy-Vee's The Pinch.
Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square has got you covered when it comes to men's dress. Whether it be business or casual, Jim Ireland Menswear can help. From jeans to slacks, from dress shirts to golf shirts, Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square can help you look your best. And if you've got a wedding in your future, call Jim Ireland Menswear or stop by to talk about tux rentals. Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square.
This is Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. Since the summer of 1987, I have been helping people with their IRA investments. I have many clients that contribute money into an IRA on a monthly basis, but I also have many retired clients that are receiving money on a monthly basis to help pay bills. That's called cash flow. Having an adequate amount of cash flow is very important. I give people monthly cash flow from their employees' retirement plans. We put the money into an IRA and then set up a systematic withdrawal plan that can be sent directly into your bank account. It's safe and convenient. I have many safe options for your retirement plan distribution from your employer. I'm Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. I've been in business since 1987.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced, lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and airbags that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. RK Auto Body has it. We're among only 10% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose RK Auto Body. RK Auto Body is located at 21317 Highway J46 Centerville, or call them at 641-856-2500. Founded in 1864, the Daily Iowegian is one of the oldest businesses in Centerville. Keep up on local news, sports, and all community events by reading the Daily Iowegian. You'll also find them online at dailyiwegian.com. That's dailyiwegian.com, where you'll find the latest in local news and much more. Subscribe today by calling 856-6336. That's 856-6336. The Daily Iowegian, the newspaper that cares about Apponeuse County. You're listening to The Pitch on KCOG Centerville, and we're joined now by Coach Matt Krusich to talk Big Red basketball. We come off the break, taking on Knoxville last night at home, and Coach, I know not what you were looking for out of the Big Reds coming out of the break.
Yeah, it was a pretty tough loss to take. You know, I don't mind giving Knoxville a lot of credit for executing their game plan and being a darn good team, but at the same time, I just felt like our kids, we looked like we'd been on break, you know, and I'd like to discount it to the fact that we've been on Christmas break, but at the same time, I know my kids are capable of putting together a better game, and I know we're a lot better team than we showed last night, and we're gonna have to regroup, and we're just gonna have to get together and keep hammering away, and hopefully we can work out some of the things that went wrong last night.
So where do we sit now record-wise?
We are 3-5 and 3-3 in the conference. So, you know, the conference-wise, we're about where I kind of expected to be. But at the same time, I just, you know, I feel like, you know, the games we've put together against some of the conference teams, such as Sheraton and, you know, the way we looked against Davis County, you know, I know my team's capable of playing a higher level than we've showed against like Albia and last night against Knoxville. You know, I just feel like we have a team that can go out there and compete with anyone. And I felt last night was the first time we showed signs of just, you know, we were very unorganized and made a lot of mistakes. And those are things that we have to take care of both in practice and during games.
Weather-wise, I know you lost at least one day of practice over the break. How much practice did we miss out on due to the weather?
Well, the weather didn't affect us as much as, we just set our times back. And, we still put together a lot of days in that second week. I gave our guys 1 week and just told them to stay out of the gym and go home and enjoy the holidays. But the second week, I thought we got after it pretty good. We missed the Monday, but then we also threw in Saturday and Sunday leading up to this game. And, I know Knoxville played a warm-up game with Newton the other night, a non-conference game for them, and that always helps to be ready for that Tuesday game. But at the same time, we had kind of scrimmaged against some of our alumni guys over the weekend, and I just felt like we were prepared going into the game. But once we got out there and started executing, it just didn't go our way, and I felt like we kind of gave up at times, and that's not something I'm proud of with this team. I feel like we are a hard-working team, and I feel like we can put together a lot better showing than we did last night.
Well, now you bounce back. You've got Eddyville and Blakesburg coming to town on Friday. We beat them earlier in the season at their place, but they gave us a game at home Friday night. This seems to be a good chance to bounce back and maybe get things going in the right direction.
Yeah, I hope you're right. I told the guys, I know Eddyville gained a lot of confidence playing us last time because at their place they made it a very tight game and made it rough for us to get the ball in bounds there late in the game. And I know they're going to come to town feeling like they can beat us. And we have to go out there and execute a heck of a lot better than we did last night. And I hate to pick on our seniors and our veteran players, but at the same time, when you played basketball as much as Tate Felton and Brett Koserich and these guys have, that we have to be held accountable for our work ethic and we have to be held accountable for our execution. And those guys I'm really pushing them right now to step up and keep us organized. And, we're not a good come from behind team right now because we don't have a lot of team speed. We can't go up tempo defense on a lot of people. And, when we get down 10 or 15 points, it's a long haul for us to come back from something like that. We just have to go out and we have to execute and we have to take care of the ball a lot better than we did last night.
After the Eddyville-Blakesburg game, you've got a rare Saturday night contest. Got to go over to Fort Madison. What do we know about the Bloodhounds this year?
Well, I know they're competing very well over there in the Southeast Six, and I know they've lost to Mount Pleasant, but the Mount Pleasant coach told me that they were behind 10 going into like the last 2 minutes, and Mount Pleasant hit some big shots and got some big steals to take them over. But I truly feel like Fort Madison might be the team to beat in that conference. So I really think it's going to be a rough go over there. But at the same time, it's a great opportunity to get a lot more court play in, because we're getting into the meat of all the conference play right now. And we got to get out there and just, get a lot of time on the court. And, that's what we're concentrating on. Now, Friday night with Eddyville, it is coaches versus cancer night. It's going to be a big pink out night. I think a lot of people are wearing pink, to show our breast cancer awareness thing. And also the team will be uniformed in pink uniforms. So it should be interesting. I just hope it doesn't become a distraction because right now we have to get things back on track and be focused. So, I hope we get a great crowd, but yet at the same time, I hope we come out and show people that we can be a very competitive basketball team.
Coach Matt Krusich talking Big Red basketball. The Big Reds fall last night to Knoxville, and now we've got to Eddyville-Blakesburg coming to town on Friday night as the Big Reds try to get back on the winning track and make a good run down the stretch. It'll go quick now. I know, Coach, you come out of the break. It seems like a lot of basketball left, and it is, but blink of an eye, and we'll be in the postseason. Talk to me about your team and where they're at this stage. Are you ahead of where you wanted to be or be behind or about where you thought you'd be?
Well, it's kind of scary to say right now because I really felt like we were progressing until last night. I thought the game against Mount Pleasant going into the break was a wake-up call that, we have to stay focused and we have to be consistent for 4 quarters. And then we came out last night and kind of got dominated in the same fashion that Mount Pleasant had dealt us before break. So as a coach, I'm concerned right now about where our heads are. I'm concerned right now about, are we going to just let this happen, or are we going to step up and work that much harder to avoid, a downward spiral, and it's kind of scary. But like you said, Friday night's a great opportunity against a team that we have had success against in the last few years, and Eddyville's on the way up, and we're kind of in that same talent area where we were last year, where we're kind of a mediocre team, but we can compete with the good teams, but we can also fall to the teams that aren't as good as us. And this is a great opportunity for us to go out there and show people that we are going to make up our minds and turn this thing around, and we're going to get our nose to the grindstone and just work on our execution. And what we really have to shore up from last night, that I thought our defense gave up a lot of easy baskets, and we really have to get after it in the half-court defensive scheme. And I thought Knoxville, really broke us down pretty well, and so did Mount Pleasant. And this is the area where, even over break, we worked a lot on our half-court defense and our half-court offense. And I think it's showing right now that we have to really get with it, and we have to make a more concerted effort to keep with our men and hold teams to one shot every time down the floor. And, it's hard work when you've got a slower team like we have. But yet, at the same time, you still have to keep your expectations high, and you have to keep everyone focused, and everyone has to stay positive about what we can accomplish. And I really think we can make things happen. It's just, this is an important time for our veterans to step up and show that we can do more than what we're doing right now.
Well, Coach, as always, thanks for joining us on the Pitch Sports Show. We look forward to a great night Friday night, not only of basketball, but with Coaches versus Cancer. It's a wonderful night. Almost everybody at this point has been affected by this, by cancer in one way, shape, or form. And so it should be an awesome night to raise awareness and to keep those close to our hearts that we have lost or have battled cancer. And it's a wonderful thing you guys do. So we'll hope for great basketball and a wonderful evening as well.
You bet. Thanks, Russ. And you summed that up very well. Our hearts go out to all the people around here, especially the people of Centerville that have been affected by this. And, I also have to give a shout out to Tara Moore. She has done some great fundraising for this activity. And, I know she's worked very hard to make this a very special night for both teams. And, I know she backs Coach Kavakovich and the Redettes, but she's also done a great job helping out the Big Reds, and she deserves a lot of credit for this special evening. So hopefully it'll be a good night for both teams, and we can come out and get things back on track.
All right, thanks, Coach.
Hey, thank you very much.
This is The Pitch on KCOG Centerville.
When it's time for new flooring in your home, be sure to check out J&L Flooring in Centerville. We are a family business where honesty and integrity come first. Whether you are looking for carpet, vinyl or hardwood, tile, laminate, or luxury vinyl planks, you are always assured to get top quality products at affordable prices. We feature the latest in flooring trends, and financing is available. Give us a call today at 856-6331 to schedule an appointment. Ask about our new mobile showroom. For those with busy schedules, we bring the showroom to you.
Chico Construction provides a complete line of excavating equipment for all your water, sewer, and building needs. Whether it be residential, commercial, or agricultural, Chico Construction can help. Serving Centerville and Southern Iowa for more than 40 years. Call Dave McCann at Chico Construction, 895-1980. That's Dave McCann at 895-1980. Chico Construction. For all your excavating needs, remember,
McCann can.
Alan Corridon is proud to be a part of the Pitch Sports Show. Give Sells & Associates a call today at 888-767-0239. That's 888-767-0239. Call them locally in Centerville at 856-3375. That's 856-3375. For all your insurance needs, call Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corydon.
The Flower Teak in Centerville is your one-stop shop for all your floral needs. We carry a large selection of fresh cut flowers, green plants, memorial stones, candles, wreaths, barn quilts, and other great gift ideas. We provide fast, same-day delivery and treat you as our #1 customer. Whether you are planning a large event such as a wedding or simply know someone needing cheering up, we can help. Let our friendly staff help you choose the right flowers or gift to fit your needs. Flower Teak on the northeast corner of the Centerville Square. Call 437-4131, visit flowerteak.com, or find us on Facebook.
You're listening to The Pitch on KCOG Centerville. Big thanks to Matt Krusik for joining us earlier today. He had a meeting tonight, so we appreciate him taking time out to do a phone interview today, and we hope the Big Reds will bounce back Friday night. Let's hope for the win over Eddyville, Blakesburg. Well, we're joined now by Alex Foreman. Centerville High School grad has taken his talents to the University of Kansas to play golf, and his first semester's over now, right?
Yep, first semester's over.
So, well, first of all, congratulations. Not everybody gets to be a Division I athlete, so congratulations on that. Your hard work has paid off, and of course, community very proud of you. And so, talk to me. First of all, let's talk about the University of Kansas and that decision. So, how do you feel about that?
Well, I was looking at multiple schools. When I was my sophomore year, I was looking at Oklahoma a lot, and then that kind of didn't pan out. And then I was looking at, I really kind of came into Iowa State and Kansas, and then I had a couple Division II schools too that I was looking at, and I was thinking, well, if Kansas or Iowa State doesn't pick me up, then maybe I have to go to junior college. So I was like, I didn't know what to do, and then I guess I just ended up choosing Kansas. They gave me a better scholarship, but at the time I didn't really know. I didn't know what I mean. They only say so much to you in the recruiting, business. So I was just kind of waiting around, and then when November hit, then they offered me a scholarship. I decided that was the best option for me.
So that's obviously a big decision, and you say it was, when did you officially sign in with Kansas?
I signed in the fall. I'm not really sure. There's a date that everybody signs. There's fall and spring. So if you pass up the fall, you have a chance to do it in the spring. But I signed in the fall. I think I want to say November 22nd. I'm not for sure, though. So
now you're a Jayhawk, and before we get into your golf game, let's talk about all the other fun things that can kind of come along with that. Like, got a pretty good basketball team down there. Football, not so much at Kansas, but you're in the midst of a crazy time. So talk to me a little bit about that, being a student at Kansas and some of that fun stuff.
Yeah, nobody really gets hyped up for football season. We didn't win one single game. So, matter of fact, I went to 3 football games, and I don't even know if half the stadium was filled, to be honest.
6 other people.
It was kind of embarrassing, actually. I was like, wow. But yeah, this time of the year, everybody's hyped up. That's what people live for on campus. It's just nuts. So, yeah, that part of it's fun. If you can make it through football season, get to basketball season, usually we're pretty good there.
And you've been to a few games.
Yeah, I've been to a few games. I wish I could have been to more, but some of the tutoring, you can't get out of tutoring and go to the games, which isn't the best at times. But so if you have tutoring 7 to 8, and maybe you can catch the end of the game. But so I went to a few games, but there's been multiple games that I could have maybe went to, but the tutoring kind of messed that up.
All right, and so school-wise, it's got to be a little bit of adjustment coming from Centerville, Iowa, into the University of Kansas, but you got your first semester under your belt. That's going to feel pretty good.
Yeah, that does. It's definitely a big adjustment. I think it's a big adjustment for anybody going from high school to college. You got to figure out. In high school, it's totally different studying. I think in high school, you study here and there, but in college, you got to really crack down. And I had to learn that out. I had to figure that out. I was struggling it a little bit, but I ended up grinding it back. I ended up getting a 3.6 for the first semester. So
that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I was a grind though. Trust me, it was a grind. Coach Burble was kind of whipping me at first. He's like, "What's going on here, son?" I was like, "I'm gonna get it," and it worked out. So now I've got that under my belt. So now I've got a better grasp on how stuff kind of works. So hopefully, maybe I can I mean, I'd be happy with another 3.6. You know,
I would have been happy with the
but I've got some tougher classes this next semester, so we'll see.
Do you know what your major's going to be in?
I'm leaning towards sports management.
Okay.
But maybe business management. I'm running out. Right now it's sports management, but it might change.
Right.
So
it usually does for a lot of people.
Yeah.
So, all right. So you left CHS as a 2-time individual state champion.
That's correct. Yeah.
And 2-time runner-up, or?
Yep.
Okay. And I know you guys went a couple of times as a team.
Yeah, 3 times I think.
3 times as a team.
Yeah.
So obviously you had some great success in golf in high school. You've always really taken almost a college type work ethic towards the golf game anyway. But it's got to be, you get to college, it's got to be a little bit different. So talk to me about your first week or two of showing up, and now it's college golf.
This is something that surprised me when I got on campus. Most people think that you're putting in 6-7 hours a day. That's not the case. I practiced actually more when I was at home here than where I'm like at now, but I feel like I've gotten better there because I'm learning actually how to practice properly. You know, I'd go out and I'd hit balls on the range for 2.5 hours, 3 hours, and just pound balls away, and we don't do that a lot. It's wedges and putting, and wedges and putting, and wedges and putting, and we'll only practice for about 2.5, 3 hours a day. That's it. And then you've got to run off you literally got to go to the course, shower, get something to eat, and go do tutoring.
So you talk about wedges and putting, and so I assume you've noticed a vast improvement in by my standards, you got a pretty good short game anyway, but so I guess when you talk about that, give us some of the drills that you're doing, and some of is there specific changes in club uses with different shots now and yardages?
It's really, drills. We've got some tools that we'd use, like out of the bunker, but really it's just, when I went in there, for me, I was fundamentally kind of actually doing it wrong, and I thought that was right. So I kind of learned actually maybe how to use a wedge properly, which, that's terrible to say because I thought I did know, but that's where I've gotten a lot better, is now I'm actually learning how to use the wedge properly, learning how to get my posture correct when I'm putting. The biggest thing that Coach Firma always talks about, like in putting, is your eye line. Having you don't want when I got on campus, I had my eye line directly over the ball, and that is something that I've read from a lot of the old timers, putting, and you want to actually an inch inside the ball. So they gave me, I guess this would be a drill. They gave me a mirror. It's called an Eyeline Golf is the brand, and you put your ball in the center of the mirror, and it's got a red line of where your eyes should be, and then you line your eyes up with the red line and you hit putts. So you can get used to having your eyes in the proper position. Just kind of like a lime stick. I'm sure you've seen a lime stick with pros. It's similar. Same thing with putting.
Okay.
So you putt, back off, putt, back off.
So now are you redshirted this year?
I'm redshirting this year. That's right.
Okay. So as far as playing wise, what were you able to do in the fall, and as far as events, or have you actually played in any events?
Well, I went through 2 qualifiers, I believe. In the third qualifier, I shot 7 under on Saturday, Sunday. So I shot 7 under total, and I got the option to go to Wisconsin and travel, or be given a redshirt year. And once when you tee it up right off the get-go, you've got to finish the year. Can't go back in redshirt. So I asked Thermal, I said, what do you think is the best? What do you think would be the best for me? You've been doing this forever, and it's obviously a big decision. And he recommended me to, and at the time, I was, like I said, I was a little bit struggling on the grade side too. So he said, maybe, it's probably better for you to redshirt. We'll get you a little bit stronger. You can get a little bit more practice with your wedges, and maybe you work on your grades and then stay in the classroom a little bit more, because it's really hard to travel and because you're not in the classroom, it's really tough. I've got some guys on the team that, that are struggling with that, and it's really hard. But I think that I've kind of got that figured out now. So maybe looking back, maybe I shouldn't have. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's a done deal, so I'm just going to work as hard as I can, and then over the summer too, and then get prepared for next fall when I actually can compete.
Now you mentioned something about getting stronger. Do they put you on a weight program then?
That is correct, and a eating program. That is one of the biggest things that is my problem. That's what they said. We've got this thing that it's pretty neat. It's called a DEXA scan, and you just lay in there with like Under Armour compression shorts. It takes you got to lay there for about 5 minutes, completely still, and then it takes like your body fat and your muscle, how much you put on, and it tells you, are you lacking what you're lacking in your diet. And one of the first DEXA scans that I took was protein. She said I need to get way more protein in my diet. So then they went back, reevaluated a eating plan, and they're pretty strict on that. So
eat your peanut butter now? Is that?
Yeah, I'll eat peanut butter. I mean, any type of peanut butter, peanuts. When I go to E's, that's our chow hall. We call it Mrs. E's, but just get like pork loin, just any type of stuff that has protein in it.
We're going to grab a break. We've got more with Alex Mormon when we come back on Hy-Vee's The Pitch.
The Preserve on Rathbun Lake is Southern Iowa's premier 18-hole championship golf course. But they're a whole lot more than that. They also feature the area's only full-service pro shop. Stop in and check out the latest in golf equipment or see what they have for golf apparel. You can also get gift certificates or punch cards for rounds of golf. The Pro Shop at the Preserve on Rathbun Lake invites you to stop out today or give them a call at 724-1400. That's 724-1400. Henley Dental in Centerville offers a full range of dental services, from regular exams to dental cosmetics. Henley Dental can help with all of your dental needs. Call today at 856-4103. That's 856-4103. They offer Clear Correct and porcelain veneers to help make that smile look better. And Dr. Nick Henley would like to remind you of the importance of scheduling a regular exam. You should have your teeth examined and cleaned every 6 months. To schedule your exam today, call 856-4103. That's 856-4103. Dr. Nick Henley at Henley Dental, 203 West Washington in Centerville.
There's no place like home, and there's no place like Northside Insurance to insure your home. We're your hometown insurance agency, which means we know you by name and will take time to understand your insurance needs. We can also help with your other insurance, such as auto, boat, farm, and business. Together with Allied Insurance, we'll design the insurance package that fits your needs. Call us today at 856-3333.
Quote to claim, we take care of you. Northside Insurance.
Hello, this is Billy Thomas of the Thomas Funeral Home. Have you considered the benefit of advanced funeral planning? You plan for your first car, your first home, your children's college, and your retirement. Planning makes sense. Guaranteed pricing, peace of mind, and the alleviation of stress on your family are just a few of the benefits of advanced funeral planning. Please feel free to pick up the phone or stop by the funeral home with any questions regarding advanced funeral planning.
Call the Thomas Funeral Home in Centerville at 856-4321 or in Bloomfield at 664-2353.
You're listening to The Pitch on KCOG Centerville. We always love to have some of our Big Red graduates and Red Egg graduates on the show. And tonight, of course, this is the time of year we can do that. They're back for their holiday breaks. And tonight we have Alex Foreman, former standout athlete at Centerville High School, two-time golf individual state champ, and two-time runner-up, now taking his game to the University of Kansas. Home for the break. All right, so you talked about they put you on an eating plan. You come home for the break. Give me what's the big what do you want Mom to make you? I mean, what you come home and Mom, we gotta have this.
Well, my favorite thing is steak anyways, and that's what they're recommending.
So that
yeah, I might be slacking a little bit on the eating plan, but I'm gonna be honest. That's probably, yeah. I probably need to eat more. I've been just kind of hanging out with friends and just kind of slacking there. It's discipline. I mean, even just that eating, you can't just go and you hang out and you're like, oh, I just missed, breakfast or I missed lunch, and yeah, that's kind of what's going on. But I'm not good, honestly.
So you get into the spring. When did you when does outside practice start again? Are you hitting in simulators this time of year?
No. Well, practice starts the 18th, so class starts the night after practice starts. Once we get back, we're in season. We'll be hitting in an indoor football field, or we'll be hitting out of bays. It's like a big garage door, about 3 or 4 of them that open up, and you get heaters on, and then you just hit out in the range. You don't hit on simulators, which is nice. You just see the actual ball flight. The simulators are really nice, but I think anybody that's played golf would much rather see the actual ball flight than a simulator.
All right, so what will you be able to do this spring as a red shirt? Obviously, you can't compete in any actual college events. Can you go to open tournaments? What can you do?
That I can do. I talked to Coach Bermel about that, and he said if there's like a qualifier, and I've got a tournament that I want to go to, I'm more than welcome to drive to the tournament and play. And that's probably what I will do this spring. While if the guys are gone and they're back, because when we do a qualifier, we have a pre-qualifier and then a qualifier and then the tournament. So when the guys in the tournament, we're doing a pre-qualifier to get into the qualifier to get into the tournament. It's like 3 stages if you don't get into that first qualifier. But since I'll be playing in the qualifiers, I can. More than likely, I'll probably be going to open tournaments, kind of like I did over the summer.
And so on your golf team, how many guys?
14.
Okay. And when you go to a tournament, is there this is the varsity team where everybody goes and whoever qualifies?
Yeah, that's how it works. Well, the top 3 are like just you get to go automatically. You get in the top 3 in the qualifier, you automatically get to go. And then the next 3 is a coach's pick. So that's how that works. So if you get in the top 3, you're locked. Usually if you get 4, he takes you. But if it comes down to the individual or that 5th spot, that's when it could, that's when that's where he makes his picks. But on that individual who he wants to go.
And with your time at Kansas, what's the big picture? What does Alex Mormon hope to accomplish?
I really haven't really thought about that. I'm just trying to get better, I suppose. I'm just down there. I've learned so much right now. And that first semester, I'm just trying to get used to the schoolwork, just trying to get used to, living on my own too. And also trying to golf. So I haven't really thought about a big goal. Next year I would love to make the team and travel. That's a given. I think everybody out there is trying to do that. I'd like to get looking forward, like this summer, I'd like to, place in a couple top 5 in some of those amateurs. I think that's within my reach. I think I've gotten much better over the fall, just learning so much that I think that's within my reach. I would love, we're ranked 32nd in the country. I'd love to be able to, this isn't just me, but I contribute to this if we could possibly maybe win a national championship. I think that is within our reach too. We've got a lot of good recruits coming in. We've got Charlie Hillier from New Zealand now, great player, and we've got his brother Harry Hillier coming in, and he bombs the ball. So I think that is within our reach, and I'd love to be on the traveling team and competing for that. That'd be awesome.
What are they allowed to provide you in the way of equipment? And I'm sure they can give you apparel and things. Do they provide you with golf clubs?
Oh yeah, they provide you with golf clubs. That's one of the first things you do when you get there. It's up to you. If you like your clubs and you feel like you don't need clubs, then you can do that. If not, you can get clubs. I got clubs right when I was on campus. I actually was playing a Bobby Jones 5-wood, and Terminal looked at me like, dude, this thing's like 15 years old. What's going on here? And he said, we need to get you in and get you fitted to some stuff. So that's happened right away, which was nice.
I found it, because we talked to you up at the Clark game a little bit. I found it interesting that you were talking about how they put you in an extra stiff shaft for your driver and how much distance that gave you.
Yeah, my driver, I was playing a stiff, and they put me on the machine, and I hit an extra stiff. I think it was like a mid-high kick, but anyways, I got an extra stiff. I gained 25 yards right off the bat, so that was a huge difference. I've never it never even occurred to me. And they just looked at that right away. They said, "Man, you're launching the ball way too high. And I thought it was slow. I always thought I was low ball hitter. So they got that down, and I gained 25 yards just off that. So hopefully I gained some more yardage, just through the workouts and the eating program.
Alex Moorman, going to the University of Kansas. Very proud of this young man and what he did at Centerville and what he's going on to do. Before we let you go tonight, on about the rest of your holiday break, you never know when Chad and I might show up at the University of Kansas for whatever reason. If we were to show up down there, Chad and I and Josh, maybe take a road trip. Where's the must-go-to place for a great meal or something? Every town has its got to go to this place. I know you haven't been there too long, but where would you advise?
I would go to Johnny's and get the egg burger. Have you guys heard of egg burger?
I've never had an egg burger.
It is phenomenal. I was a little bit hesitant. I went there right off the get-go with my teammates. It's just like a get-together type of thing, and they're like, you need to get the egg burger, and it's egg, hamburger, bacon, and that it was good. It was really good. So that's what I do.
Egg burger at Johnny's.
If you're in Lawrence, go to Johnny's and get the egg burger.
All right. Well, Alex, thanks for stopping out tonight. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you very much.
This is The Pitch on KCOG Centerville. We're back with more after this.
Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square has got you covered when it comes to men's dress. Whether it be business or casual, Jim Ireland Menswear can help. From jeans to slacks, from dress shirts to golf shirts, Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square can help you look your best. And if you've got a wedding in your future, call Jim Ireland Menswear or stop by to talk about tux rentals. Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square.
This is Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. Since the summer of 1987, I have been helping people with their IRA investments. I have many clients that contribute money into an IRA on a monthly basis, but I also have many retired clients that are receiving money on a monthly basis to help pay bills. That's called cash flow. Having an adequate amount of cash flow is very important. I give people monthly cash flow from their employees' retirement plans. We put the money into an IRA and then set up a systematic withdrawal plan that can be sent directly into your bank account. It's safe and convenient. I have many safe options for your retirement plan distribution from your employer. I'm Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. I've been in business since 1987.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and airbags that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. RK Auto Body has it. We're among only 10% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold class trained repair professionals. Choose RK Auto Body. RK Auto Body is located at 21317 Highway J46 Centerville, or call them at 641-856-2500. Founded in 1864, the Daily Iowegian is one of the oldest businesses in Centerville. Keep up on local news, sports, and all community events by reading the Daily Iowegian. You'll also find them online at dailyiowegian.com. That's dailyiowegian.com, where you'll find the latest in local news and much more. Subscribe today by calling 856-6336. That's 856-6336. The Daily Iowegian, the newspaper that cares about Appalachia County.
You're listening to The Pitch on KCOG Centerville, talking local sports a little bit more, presented by Hy-Vee. Josh Bryce joins us again to bring us up to date on what's going on out here at Hy-Vee. We've got a great big 2-day sale Thursday and Friday. A lot of great stuff in there. We have 7-Up or Canada Dry sparkling water 6-packs and 1/2 liters for just $1.48. We also have Doritos or Cheetos in the 7 to 11.5 ounce bag for just $1.99. Hy-Vee half-gallon orange juice for just 99 cents, or fresh farm meat department and boneless pork shoulder roast just 99 cents a pound. All right, and talk to me about the shopping online now. Aisles or Smiles or Aisles Online?
Hy-Vee Aisles Online. It's been going really, really great for us. If you get on Hy-Vee.com and go search the Centerville store, you can shop our store. You can have 2 options. You can have us put it together for you and you can come pick it up, or we can deliver it to you. We deliver within the 52544 zip code. So if you're in that particular zip code, then we can deliver groceries to you. Any orders over $100 is free. Anything under $100 for pickup is $295 and delivery is $495.
And have you sold any lottery tickets today?
The last time I checked, we had sold just a shade over 300 Powerball tickets today. So
yeah, let's hope there's a winner in there because I bought some.
Well, not yet because I bought mine.
Well,
so when we get to that ending, when I buy my ticket before I let them
you guys are all out. I already bought
mine.
Well, we can split it 3 ways. I'd split that 3 ways.
I'd have no problem.
I mean, I take less than a third. I wouldn't be. You bet.
Outstanding. All right. We'll have more with Josh a little bit later on as well. Right now, we'll grab a break. When we come back, we will talk to Coach Anthony White about Big Red Wrestling. And he's got one of his wrestlers with him. Cade Warren is with us tonight as well. So we've got a lot to talk about in the way of Big Red Wrestling when we come back on Hy-Vee's The Pitch.
When it's time for new flooring in your home, be sure to check out J&L Flooring in Centerville. We are a family business where honesty and integrity come first. Whether you are looking for carpet, vinyl or hardwood, tile, laminate, or luxury vinyl planks, you are always assured to get top quality products at affordable prices. We feature the latest in flooring trends and financing is available. Give us a call today at 856-6331 to schedule an appointment. Ask about our new mobile showroom. For those with busy schedules, we bring the showroom to you.
Chico Construction provides a complete line of excavating equipment for all your water, sewer, and building needs. Whether it be residential, commercial, or agricultural, Chico Construction can help. Serving Centerville and Southern Iowa for more than 40 years. Call Dave McCann at Chico Construction, 895-1980. That's Dave McCann at 895-1980. Chico Construction. For all your excavating needs, remember,
McCann can.
Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon is proud to be a part of the Pitch Sports Show. Give Sales and Associates a call today at 888-767-0239. That's 888-767-0239. Call them locally in Centerville at 856-3375. That's 856-3375. For all your insurance needs, call Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon.
The Flower Teak in Centerville is your one-stop shop for all your floral needs. We carry a large selection of fresh cut flowers, green plants, memorial stones, candles, wreaths, barn quilts, and other great gift ideas. We provide fast, same-day delivery and treat you as our #1 customer. Whether you are planning a large event such as a wedding or simply know someone needing cheering up, we can help. Let our friendly staff help you choose the right flowers or gift to fit your needs. Flower Teak on the northeast corner of the Centerville Square. Call 437-4131, visit flowerteak.com, or find us on Facebook.
You're listening to The Pitch on KCOG Centerville, and it is time to talk wrestling. Coach Anthony White joins us now, along with Cade Warren. We'll start with Coach White. Boy, since last we talked, you went down to Lee's Summit, and then you've had a lot of time off. So I guess let's talk about Lee's Summit. It's always kind of a highlight of the regular season. I know the boys look forward to it. You're going to go take the big trip down to the Kansas City area and spend the night, and you get some tremendous competition. So, and it's kind of, I guess, right before Christmas, so a little bit of a Christmas gift, I guess. So
there's a lot of exciting things going on at that time of year.
So how did things go at Lee's Summit?
We had some good and some bad, just like always. We had a couple of guys miss making it into the main tournament by just not very much. Stephen Wardlow had one guy to beat in his pool to make it into that main tournament, and right off the bat in the first period, he threw the kid to his back, and Stephen thought he had him pinned. I thought he had him pinned. The kid thought he was pinned. I don't know. The only person who didn't think he was pinned was the ref. So
unfortunately, the only one.
Yeah, the only one that really mattered. So, anyways, he went on in that match and didn't get him pinned and didn't end up winning the match, and so just barely missed making the tournament. I'm trying to think. Josh Morgan, he was another one that was just right on the edge of it. I'm trying to remember how that. I think he lost that match to make it in by 2 or 3 points. I mean, it just wasn't very much. So, but they wrestled well. Those guys in those matches where they didn't quite make it, they wrestled those guys tough. And if things had gone a different way, they would have been right in there. Cade, were you one of those guys that had one more guy to beat to get in? Yeah. I think you missed it by one match. So we had several guys there that were just right on the verge of it. And I think
especially those guys that could kind of get a taste of almost making it in there. Hopefully next year we go down, they'll have their heads screwed on straight and be a little more prepared. Not that they weren't prepared, but just be a little more focused.
So you go down on Friday?
Yeah, the format is you go down Friday night. There's 24 teams. And so the way they do that is they'll split those 24 guys in each weight class up into 4 pools. So 6 guys in a pool. You wrestle everybody in the pool, 5 matches, and the top 2 guys get into the main tournament, 8-man tournament. The next 2 guys go into a consolation tournament that they run in a separate gym down there, and the last 2 guys don't make it in.
All right, and so you do that Friday, and then the rest of the action is on Saturday. How many Iowa teams are down there? Or the only Iowa?
I think we're the only Iowa team down there. There's a couple Kansas teams and some Missouri teams, obviously.
So then what, we do that, and then you've got the holiday break, which is a long break for you guys. You don't wrestle again until this weekend. So give me that schedule over the break. You take a little bit of time off?
The way it kind of fell a little bit funny this time, and Coach Hinkey's and my schedules were kind of a little bit weird. So the guys actually ended up getting 2 3-day weekends in there, so that we wrestled 4 days, and then had 3 days off, and then 4 days on and 3 days off over the break. So we had some good practices, and I try and get them to relax a little bit and just take a little bit of the pressure off. We play quite a bit of games and different kind of things in the room just to kind of relax and enjoy the time and get a little bit of mental rest from kind of the grind. So they had a good time. I think everybody enjoyed the practices, and we kind of stayed in shape and learned a few things. Hopefully we learned a few things in the midst of all the football and dodgeball and everything else.
And then, of course, with the holiday comes a lot of eating. How difficult is that, and how much do you figure, well, the day that we come back after Christmas, we've got some work to do?
Yeah, we don't have a lot of guys cutting a lot of weight this year, so that wasn't a huge deal. A couple of the guys maybe were 5 pounds over or so it's not a huge deal. And the guys that were trying to watch their weight, I think they did a pretty good job. So no, we did pretty good. Had a couple of guys come up ineligible from grades, and that always hurts. And I really tried to be really proactive with that this year. And we did a couple of rounds of grade sheets where I made them go talk to their teachers and ask what work they were missing and what their grade was, and that whole works. But I don't know. You can only do so much, and then they've got to step up and do their part too. So I don't know. Maybe I'll figure something out next year. But
so how long then are those guys out for?
They're out pretty much the rest of the season. I think they come back eligible like the day before sectionals, which that's good. And if we can have them back for sectionals and they stick it out for the time in between here and there, we'd love to have them there. But it hurts you in duels, it hurts you in the rest of the tournaments, and it hurts the morale of the team. So it's never a good thing. But I talked to those couple of guys today, and they get a new set of rules. When they come in eligible, it's they can't have any unexcused absences. And they just get a little stricter.
Can they practice? Can they still practice with you guys?
Yep. They still come to practice, and they just can't compete, can't travel with us.
So where does that leave us numbers-wise then on guys that can compete at this point?
Well, we've got some trade-offs going on. So we had a couple of guys come up ineligible. We're getting Peyton Moore back from his broken leg next week. He's cleared to wrestle, ready to go. So we'll have him back. And then we had a transfer. You guys look interested. Tiger Terpstra, he talked with Greg Fisher and Coach Krusich and talked with me, and we're getting Tiger back from the basketball team. So,
I guess I didn't. Yeah. Was that for a player to be named later, or you got to give one back? You got to send one for the basketball team. Okay. Well, I think that's Tiger's like has a lot to offer for you in wrestling. You know, you can look at a kid usually and say, you know, he's a wrestler, he's a basketball player, he's in Tigers.
It'll be good for him. And, you know, when you have something like that, I don't know, you can handle it a lot of different ways. And I didn't put any kind of really stipulations on anything for him. He's going to do a week of practice here to kind of get ready to wrestle, and then we're going to turn him loose. And I figure he's been in basketball. He's in pretty decent shape from that. I mean, and it's a little different when you go from one sport to another. There's different muscles, different kind of conditioning, but he'll get that pretty quick, I think, because he's, you know, it's not like he was completely out of shape or anything like that.
It's not like he was sitting around eating bonbons watching the soap opera.
And that's like, you know, some folks who question me, well, what are you going to do, this or that? You know, I'm not going to punish a kid for wanting to try something and giving it a try and figuring out it's not for him. And yeah, we're gonna bring him into the team and do the best we can for him and for the rest of the team.
We will grab a break. When we come back, we'll visit more with Coach White. We'll find out what's going on this weekend. And then Kate Warren will join us on the show tonight as well. This is The Pitch on KCOG.
The Preserve on Rathbun Lake is Southern Iowa's premier 18-hole championship golf course. But they're a whole lot more than that. They also feature the area's only full-service pro shop. Stop in and check out the latest in golf equipment or see what they have for golf apparel. You can also get gift certificates or punch cards for rounds of golf. The Pro Shop at the Preserve on Rathbun Lake invites you to stop out today or give them a call at 724-1400. That's 724-1400. Henley Dental in Centerville offers a full range of dental services, from regular exams to dental cosmetics. Henley Dental can help with all of your dental needs. Call today at 856-4103. That's 856-4103. They offer Clear Correct and porcelain veneers to help make that smile look better. And Dr. Nick Henley would like to remind you of the importance of scheduling a regular exam. You should have your teeth examined and cleaned every 6 months. To schedule your exam today, call 856-4103. That's 856-4103. Dr. Nick Henley at Henley Dental, 203 West Washington in Centerville.
There's no place like home, and there's no place like Northside Insurance to insure your home. We're your hometown insurance agency, which means we know you by name and will take time to understand your insurance needs. We can also help with your other insurance, such as auto, boat, farm, and business. Together with Allied Insurance, we'll design the insurance package that fits your needs. Call us today at 856-3333.
Quote to claim, we take care of you. Northside Insurance.
Hello, this is Billy Thomas of the Thomas Funeral Home. Have you considered the benefit of advanced funeral planning? You plan for your first car, your first home, your children's college, and your retirement. Planning makes sense. Guaranteed pricing, peace of mind, and the alleviation of stress on your family are just a few of the benefits of advanced funeral planning. Please feel free to pick up the phone or stop by the funeral home with any questions regarding advanced funeral planning.
Call the Thomas Funeral Home in Centerville at 856-4321 or in Bloomfield at 664-2353.
You're listening to The Pitch on KCOG Centerville. Let's visit now with Kate Warren a little bit. One of our Big Red wrestlers had a pretty good go down at Lee's Summit and is having, by all accounts, a pretty solid season. Junior this year, right?
Yep.
All right. What weight are you at?
182 pounds.
182 pounds. So you're in there with some big guys.
Yes.
All right. So what is your record right now? Do you know?
What?
What is your record right now?
Oh, I'm 17 and 13 at the moment.
All right. All right. So let's talk about your approach as a wrestler. Where's your strengths? On your feet, on the mat? What's your strong point?
I'd say my biggest strength is probably on the feet, where I can kind of control things, where I can see my opponent and try to make him do things I want him to do.
And what about if you were evaluating yourself, where's the weakness? If I had to wrestle with you myself, what would you advise me to do?
I'd say my weakest foot is probably on top. I'm probably pretty good on bottom, pretty good on my feet, but top is really where I need to focus my attention more on.
Okay. All right. So 17 and 13, pretty good record. You've been at this a while. Of course, your dad's a wrestling coach. Was for many years at our junior high level. And so, how old were you when you started wrestling?
I'd say I was probably about 4th grade when I started wrestling.
And is it? Would you call it a passion of yours?
Yeah, I'd say probably a passion. I really enjoy it. Probably my best sport I'm at.
Okay. So with your dad having been a long-time wrestling coach, was he, is he tough on you? How's that work?
He used to be tough, like kind of tougher on me when I was in junior high, but now that I'm in high school, he kind of lets my coaches do all the toughness on me. He just shows me things I'm doing wrong that coaches may miss.
Yeah. Do you guys ever, he's a little bit bigger than you.
Yeah.
Do you ever take a run at him? You ever see if you can handle the
yeah,
overhand?
a couple times a week.
How's that go for you?
Oh, usually not too well.
I wouldn't figure. All right. So give me a goal for this season. I assume it's like a lot of people's, but give me what your goal is to accomplish this season.
I got like three goals I have currently. My first goal is to have a record above 500. My second goal is to make it to state. My third goal is to be named first team all conference.
Okay. And as you go through the season, do you feel like you're on track for those?
I feel like I'm on track for most of them.
Now, as an upperclassman now, do you, the wrestling, you got some younger kids there. We got a good group of kids in the junior high level. Do you feel somewhat of an ambassador to the sport in the school? Have you taken on any role of encouraging young kids?
I can see like freshmen how like they're not the best at basketball, so I've been trying to get some of them to come over and try wrestling, just to try it.
There you go. So you're recruiting a little bit on.
Yeah, trying to recruit.
Nothing wrong with that. You bet. So, all right. What's the future hold for Cade Warren?
Not sure. I'm looking at some colleges right now to go, and if I can get offers from some schools to wrestle, I'll take them. But I'm not really sure what I want to do right now.
Okay. Well, let's have some fun and talk to me a little bit about your coach here, Coach White. Is there always most coaches have some catchphrases or something they say or some mannerisms? Is there anybody on the team that does a good impersonation of Coach White?
Oh, not really.
Okay.
Not really. Don't spend too much on impersonating him. One of a kind.
Okay. What about give me something that he always says? Every coach has it.
You like to say, "This is the working pace, guy."
This is the working pace.
The working pace. When you're drilling, and that one is get on the line.
Okay. Well, that's fun.
That's what a lot.
Yeah, that's a good time right there, isn't it? So, all right, Cade. Thanks so much for coming out tonight. We're going to have Cade now as a junior. Will be coming up. He'll be one of our in the box segments here this winter season. So we'll be in touch, and then we'll ask you a lot of hard questions.
Yeah.
So, all right. Thanks, Cade. Coach White. This weekend, finally get back into action. What do we got going on?
We'll be going up to Van Horn at Benton tournament up there. Been going there a lot of years. It's always a good tournament.
And so we'll be taking, how many guys will we be taking up there?
We'll have 10 guys wrestling up there.
Okay. And then when's our next school action? What's next?
We will be in Knoxville next Thursday, not tomorrow, next week, and we'll wrestle Knoxville and Clark, and those will be our last two conference duels.
And we're not too far from the Mike Lepnick Big Red Invitational.
Yeah, that'll be just after that duel. So that's Thursday, and then we'll have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday we'll be in Centerville. A ton of wrestling up over there at Lakeview. Friday night's the JV starting at 5 o'clock. Saturday is the varsity starting at 10, and then I think the little kids start on Sunday there around noon or 1 o'clock or something.
All right, and do we know how many teams we have coming for the varsity meet on that?
It's a full 16-team tournament, so we got a full tournament and got a few changes in there. One of the things that Greg Fisher did for us that we kind of had looked at last year was we've had PCM in our sectional the past few years, and we hadn't seen them during the regular season anywhere, so we invited them to come down to the tournament, so they'll be there, and that'll be good to kind of get an idea of what they've got rather than having to see them for the first time at sectional. So that'll be good.
Coach Anthony White talking Big Red Wrestling in action this weekend, and then the big with Van Horn this weekend.
Yeah, it's Benton or Van Horn. I really don't understand, but it's Benton Van Horn. I don't know.
Okay.
What does that mean? The city of Benton and I don't know.
And then we're at the big one coming up next weekend is our Big Red Invitational, which will be the last chance to see the Big Reds at home this year. What the postseason? We got anything postseason at home this year?
No, the sectionals is up in Albia, and then districts is in Knoxville. So they're not too far away, but yeah, nothing in Centerville.
But so a week from this Saturday will be the last chance to see these kids wrestle in Centerville.
That is correct.
All right. Well, Coach, thanks for stopping out. We look forward to hearing from you again next week.
Thanks for having me, guys.
This is The Pitch on KCOG Centerville.
Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square has got you covered when it comes to men's dress. Whether it be business or casual, Jim Ireland Menswear can help. From jeans to slacks, from dress shirts to golf shirts, Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square can help you look your best. And if you've got a wedding in your future, call Jim Ireland Menswear or stop by to talk about tux rentals. Jim Ireland Menswear on the south side of the Centerville Square.
This is Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. Since the summer of 1987, I have been helping people with their IRA investments. I have many clients that contribute money into an IRA on a monthly basis, but I also have many retired clients that are receiving money on a monthly basis to help pay bills. That's called cash flow. Having an adequate amount of cash flow is very important. I give people monthly cash flow from their employees' retirement plans. We put the money into an IRA and then set up a systematic withdrawal plan that can be sent directly into your bank account. It's safe and convenient. I have many safe options for your retirement plan distribution from your employer. I'm Henry Ortman at the Annuity Shop in Centerville. I've been in business since 1987.
They don't build cars like they used to, and they don't repair them like they used to either. Today's vehicles contain advanced, lightweight materials and safety features like crumple zones and airbags that help protect your family. Repairing them properly after a collision requires up-to-date training. RK Auto Body has it. We're among only 10% of shops to meet the industry's highest training standards as a gold-class business. When you pick a collision repair shop, make the smart choice for your family's safety. Choose gold-class trained repair professionals. Choose RK Auto Body. RK Auto Body is located at 21317 Highway J46 Centerville, or call them at 641-856-2500. Founded in 1864, the Daily Iowegian is one of the oldest businesses in Centerville. Keep up on local news, sports, and all community events by reading the Daily Iowegian. You'll also find them online at dailyiwegian.com. That's dailyiwegian.com, where you'll find the latest in local news and much more. Subscribe today by calling 856-6336. That's 856-6336. The Daily Iowegian, the newspaper that cares about Appalachia County.
You're listening to The Pitch on KCOG Centerville, presented by local Hy-Vee store. I'm Russ Ocker, along with me as always, Chadley Koestner and Josh Bryce. We're joined now by Coach Matt Kavakovich, Reddit basketball. Come off the break, take on a Knoxville team, and, well, it didn't go the way we hoped. Turned the ball over quite a bit, from what I understand. Came up short, so our reward for all of that now is to get Eddie Bill Blakesburg on Friday night. So not exactly the easiest road out of the break here.
No, it isn't. The schedule didn't give us any favors coming out of break. Eddyville's going to be a tough go at it Friday. They're playing some really good basketball, like we kind of expected before the season started. So it's going to be a tough game Friday. But we went up there at the beginning of the season, played them well for a quarter and a half, played really well. So what we have to do is make sure we have to put 4 quarters together to be in that game in the fourth quarter. We certainly got to play better than what we did last night, because if we play like we did, bring that kind of effort and the kind of decision-making we did last night, it's going to get ugly in a hurry. So it's going to be a tough one, but the girls are ready and had a really good practice tonight, and we'll hopefully have a good one tomorrow and get after it for a couple good games this weekend.
So over the long break, what happens during the break as far as are you able to put some things in, or have you already got everything in by that point? So take us through the breakdown.
Yeah, the last 2 years I've put a bunch of stuff in over the break, and I decided to do not
go completely opposite of that. We have pretty much everything in that I want to have in right now. And what I wanted to do over break was just kind of clean up a lot of stuff when it comes to plays and different offensive sets and defensive sets. So we didn't put anything new in. Like to get some time to put a couple more maybe sideline OB plays in, maybe a couple more out of bounds plays. But other than that, this being my third year, the more I think about it, the more stuff I put in, the more things they can screw up. So I think I'm trying to keep the playbook. Literally, I've cut the playbook in half to where this is what we're going to run. We're going to be darn good at running what we do, and we're going to rep it until we're perfect doing it. And we're doing pretty good at that. Just a few different little sets that we put in and what we have. So that's what we've kind of went with that idea this year, and I think it's working out really well for us.
All right, so let's talk a little bit about last night. I'm going to let Chad fire some questions at you. I don't get to see you guys play a lot of times because my son is playing in the other gym, but Chad and I talked a little bit about it beforehand. Again, some turnovers, but other than that, obviously as a coach, kind of that first game out of the break, I know you're always like, oh, here we go. Let's see how sometimes it's great. And sometimes it looks like the first game of the year.
Yeah, it was one of those things where we had, I told the girls, I kind of, you hate to admit it, but I kind of expected one of these kind of games. We've been playing really well. We've been practicing the best we have since I've been the head coach here. We went to Leon over break and had a scrimmage against a 8-1 Leon team and a really good Norwalk team. And I think they didn't keep track of score, but I mean, we didn't win the two scrimmages, we were darn close to winning those games. So we've been playing so well. And we came out last night, and it's just one of those games where we just really didn't play well. And sometimes you have those games where the ball doesn't go in the hoop. We throw it to the other team too many times. I thought our intensity wasn't quite where it needed to be. But you have those type of games, and we're going to take that one and sweep it underneath the rug and let it go and move on to Friday. It's just like I kind of told the girls as well. You kind of take a win, you enjoy the win, and you move on to the next game. You got to take this game. We didn't play very well. You got to move on to the next game. So we're not going to harp on it. 2, 5, 10 years ago, maybe I would have went into the locker room at halftime and after the game and threw clipboards and got mad and kicked and stomped and got upset about it. But maybe I'm maturing as a coach. I don't know, because I really wasn't upset about how we played. And the thing about it was we were down 7 with 5 minutes to go, a 3-pointer away, 2 3-pointers away to cutting it to 4 points. So, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, maybe even last year, we put up that kind of performance and we're getting beat by 30. Last night we're getting beat by 7 with 5 minutes to go, and we played as bad as I think maybe we could possibly play. So when we're still in a game against the defending conference champions, a team that's in second place, so you never know. It is what it is, and we'll get right back to the grindstone and practice hard, like I said, tonight, tomorrow, and give our best shot Friday and Saturday.
The thing that I guess I took from the game, there seemed like a lot of times, and not to pick on Emily Moore, but she's the one that kind of stood out in my mind last night, as aggressive as she was, like in the Albia game, looking for a shot, taking her shot. Last night she seemed like she could have been a little more aggressive on the offensive side and got some more shots up. A lot of times it looked like she just passed up on some shots.
Yeah, she was kind of tentative last night. I don't know what was going on there. I think kind of everybody was. Yeah, everybody was tentative, and it wasn't just only her doing it. But I think she turned the ball over a couple times early, and it kind of got her out of a rhythm of what she's been playing the last few weeks there before break. So she didn't play her best, but she had a real good practice tonight, and she'll get right back at it here this weekend. And we kind of. It's her gig. It's her and Brindley's kind of role to try to get the ball up the floor. We've tried different ways to get the ball up the floor against really hard, tough man-to-man or zone pressure full court. So we've got a couple more wrinkles in there that we've tried and we're trying. So she'll be fine. She'll be just fine. She's getting better. She's, like you said, she's halfway through her first year of varsity basketball, so she's doing just fine. And she's been where she's been, kind of like where I kind of expected where she would be. Now, does she need to play better than what she did last night for us to be successful? Absolutely. She knows that. And as a team, we know that. So we'll try her again Friday.
Which, that there was a lot of times on some of your fast breaks, you broke the press and you looked good doing it and got some nice easy layups, some nice easy baskets. And it just, one time down, you would do that. The next time down, you look like it was the first time you've seen a press before. And I understand you just need a little more consistency. And obviously you put your faith in 15, 16, 17-year-old girls, and you're going to have that sometimes. Yeah, it's just the consistency that we need to find and get better at, and we better find it here in the next couple days because we thought the press stat was and the ball pressure was bad last night. You wait till Eddyville, Blakesburg, and those girls come to town. They're quick, fast, big. I mean, they are players. So we only got one job to do, and we don't really have a choice. We're going to have to do it, or it's going to be another performance like it was last night. Which last time we played them, they did a pretty good job of both playing someone in front and behind Taylor Lawson. If you can find that other shooter, knock down some shots, I think it will really open up the game for you guys. Yeah, and that's what we did in the first quarter up there when we played them. I think Emily hit maybe one or two, and both Emily's, Taylor and Warman, hit maybe a three, and I know Regal, I think Lexi might have came in and hit a three, so that's why we kind of hung right in the game there the first quarter and a half with them, and then we kind of got away from making shots down the stretch. We've got to make shots, and we all know that, and we can't just live and die with those balls in the paint and those shots in the paint. We have got to make outside shots. When we've been successful this year, it doesn't matter who we've been playing, we've found the third and fourth scorer to where they can score those 8 to 12 points to where we can be successful, and they know that, and we'll keep battling that staff. Coach Mac Kavakovich talking Red Ed basketball. We got a big one Friday night with Eddyville Blakesburg. And then next week, we were looking at that schedule. What's next after Eddyville Blakesburg?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I've looked at it. I'm pretty sure we play Davis County Tuesday night. Well, see, this is what we were talking about. This is the boys' schedule. The boys are if the boys play over there, we have to play. I've been so focused on a break on these three games that I really haven't looked at next week's schedule too much because I knew Knoxville was a game where, we were one game behind them for second place in the conference. So we scouted them and we did all this. Now we moved to Friday's game. Then you play the conference leader Friday, and then we play Saturday afternoon against Fort Madison. So we had three games where we've been scouting and trying to prepare for those three teams. Next week we'll get here when it gets here is what I'm kind of trying to think. So we might play in Bloomfield on Tuesday, maybe not. I'm not really sure yet. I know we play Moravia Friday. I do know that.
And Saturday you've got Fort Madison town.
Yep.
The boys will go to Fort Madison. The girls will play at home. What do we know, if anything, about Fort Madison?
Fort Madison's going to be a lot like the teams a lot like Knoxville and Eddyville. They're going to be quick and they're going to be fast. Their record is as good as it has been the last couple of years, but they play some tough teams over there in that conference. You got Keokuk and the Fairfields and the Mount Pleasants and they play all those Burlington schools over there. So their schedule is jam packed with good teams. So they're going to bring a slew of athletes to Lakeview and quick, fast, and get after you. So we have to be, we're going to have to bring that same intensity that we're thinking that we need to bring on Friday to come out on top. At the beginning of the week, I really wanted to get 2 out of 3 of these games. We've missed the opportunity to get to 1, so now we're down to these next 2 games. So we definitely need to practice better and play a lot better to get 2 out of 3 here on Friday and Saturday. It's a big challenge for us.
Well, the one bright spot last night, your JV girls won again. The only win that we got out of Knoxville, unfortunately, last night. So how's Coach Moore doing it?
I tell you what, he's a genius.
He was pulling his hair out a little last night because some of the end of the game.
Oh yeah, we still haven't got those at all levels. Those end of the game will pull your hair out of for all coaches, especially when you're dealing with girls athletics. It seems like because boys, you they watch the game and they kind of know what you need to do, when to foul, when not to foul, and those kind of situations. But I tell you what, this JV team. It's just a pleasure to watch them to win games. It's to see the success that going on down there. It's just the future's so bright for this program, and I think we're headed in the right direction. We've done what we can in the summer and getting kids to come out and getting kids to play and get after it. I'm just, I like I told Mike O'Connor on the radio last night at halftime, I don't want to single out anybody or leave anybody out on the JV team, but Madeline McDonald was just super last night in that JV game. 17 points, scoring the ball inside. Her game's so much improved. You've got the two freshmen in Chastity and Brinley that are contributors. Holly Sheston's, Michaela Bauer doing awesome in the post for us. Little Chappie, Cheyenne Chappie comes in off the bench, plays a minute here or there, but she comes in and brings energy on the floor. And gosh, Chad, am I missing anybody? Who else am I missing?
Well, you only go by 7.
Not bad. Smarta. Yeah. Gosh, Smarta, a 4K student.
Yes.
The Ginobili, she's in and out, spin move here, spin move there, floater in the lane, count it. I mean, this team is playing. I mean, it's just great to see them play and watch them practice. They get beat up on. Poor Madeline gets beat the heck out on in practice with Taylor and Alyssa going up against her every single day in practice. It's that's called improvement. And the freshman team, I have to give them kudos. They're in a situation now where we've taken Brinley and Chastity away from them. They're going to have to learn how to get better and have to make shots. And it's only going to make them better, I hope, in the long run with them playing without, also you're missing Katie George from where they played in junior high. You missed Katie, Brinley, and Chastity. I mean, they're battling it. Coach Gray's doing a tremendous job with them, teaching the fundamentals to those girls. And I hope we can see with those girls in the freshman level what we have with Colton Baloma at the varsity level for the boys. When they took Brett away from Colton and that team, he got his game flourished to where it is now. And look at him playing. I think he's done a tremendous job with on the varsity boys, and hopefully that same thing can happen with some of these freshman girls.
Just the one loss, right?
Just the one loss at Pella, and they were in that game to the finals against Pella for the final 4 or 5 minutes.
All right, it is time now for our Power Insurance Hall of Fame Challenge, the first one of 2016. Time to set the stage for this thing and see how everybody does.
Who won that last one?
I did. No. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't remember.
I thought you went in all bummed out. I thought it was.
No. He did. He got it with the tiebreak. Michigan. Reed paid out for it.
Oh, that's right.
Reed got me there.
Coach Reed helped him pull out a win. Okay, guys, you all know that the NFL playoffs is upon us. And so let's talk AFC, where 2 of the 3 of you are AFC guys. You got the Broncos with the 1 seed, the Patriots, the Bengals, the Texans, the Chiefs, and the Steelers. Those are your 6 teams.
Do I need to write these down?
I would.
Bengals go after Bengals.
Broncos, Patriots, Bengals, Texans, Chiefs, and Steelers, making up the AFC playoffs. Playoffs. Name the head instructor of each of those teams. I'm looking for the head coaches of all 6 of those NFL football teams. That's our Power Insurance Hall of Fame Challenge, brought to you by Power Insurance of Moravia. Call 724-9000. We're back to see how these Yahoos did right after this.
When it's time for new flooring in your home, be sure to check out J&L Flooring in Centerville. We are a family business where honesty and integrity come first. Whether you are looking for carpet, vinyl, or hardwood, tile, laminate, or luxury vinyl planks, you are always assured to get top quality products at affordable prices. We feature the latest in flooring trends, and financing is available. Give us a call today at 856-6331 to schedule an appointment. Ask about our new mobile showroom. For those with busy schedules, we bring the showroom to you.
Chico Construction provides a complete line of excavating equipment for all your water, sewer, and building needs. Whether it be residential, commercial, or agricultural, Chico Construction can help. Serving Centerville and Southern Iowa for more than 40 years. Call Dave McCann at Chico Construction, 895-1980. That's Dave McCann at 895-1980. Chico Construction. For all your excavating needs, remember,
McCann can.
Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corridon is proud to be a part of the Pitch Sports Show. Give Sales and Associates a call today at 888-767-0239. That's 888-767-0239. Call them locally in Centerville at 856-3375. That's 856-3375. For all your insurance needs, call Sales and Associates Cook Insurance in Centerville and Corydon.
The Flower Teak in Centerville is your one-stop shop for all your floral needs. We carry a large selection of fresh cut flowers, green plants, memorial stones, candles, wreaths, barn quilts, and other great gift ideas. We provide fast, same-day delivery and treat you as our #1 customer. Whether you are planning a large event such as a wedding or simply know someone needing cheering up, we can help. Let our friendly staff help you choose the right flowers or gift to fit your needs. Flower Teak on the northeast corner of the Centerville Square. Call 437-4131, visit flowerteak.com, or find us on Facebook.
All right, it's time to see how these guys did with our Hall of Fame Challenge. We were naming the 6 top instructors in the AFC, the head coaches of the football teams that have made it to the postseason. We'll start with the Denver Broncos. That would be Chad.
I don't know.
What? Seriously, that's your football.
I know. What in the world is I don't know.
Gary Kubiak.
Oh, there we go. I could not put honest.
Wow.
As embarrassed as I am, I couldn't come up with any of them.
You got nothing.
I got nothing. I honestly, I
drew Iowa Hawkeyes.
Yes. That's how it's laying an egg. I know. That's how disappointed I am. Something other than laying an egg.
The Hawkeyes ain't better than you. Okay, so you're out.
I'm done.
Did you get that one? The Patriots.
I'm sorry, I did.
Patriots. I know this is tough. Bill Belichick. It's in his first season.
Chad, you didn't even know what over there. Chad. That's my Belichick. We did pretty good. Chad.
I think Chad showed up. I don't know if he was trying, but
no, obviously I wasn't.
We got it good. All right, Bengals. Marvin Lewis.
Nope, didn't get that one.
You guys 3 for 3.
Oh yeah.
Texans. Bill O'Brien. Oh gosh, it slipped. I got the feeling that Kovac definitely got Andy Reid and Mike Tomlin.
Yes, sir.
To run the table at 6. How many did you get, Josh? 5. You were right there if you could have got O'Brien.
I'm sorry. You're drawing the most throwing Hall of Fame challenge of all time. You're drawing pictures.
You didn't even. You did that on purpose. You tanked it. You're trying to get a higher draft pick, aren't you?
I'm the Titans now.
So just for fun, and the tiebreak of those 6 guys, who's the oldest?
Oh, I would say Belichick.
Josh? It is Belichick. And the next oldest?
Ringing the bell. It's game time, but
Marvin Lewis and Andy Reid are the same age. They're 57. Reid is older. His birthday's coming up in March, and Lewis is in September. So, who's the youngest? Who's the youngest here? Tomlin.
Got to be.
But not by a whole lot. But he's 43. O'Brien's 46. All right. We're just about out of time. Now, we're all sitting here fairly disappointed with how the college football games came out. I would like to say that I believe I'm the only one who said Clemson, Alabama in the championship game.
You did.
So, that being said, now that we've seen this, where are we at on the championship game? I know Kovac, it really doesn't matter to you anymore, probably.
I will save time, and I don't even want to talk about it. So if Josh wants to speak on the championship game, let's go on to the next. Are you even going to watch you guys? No, I will not watch the game. No, I have no interest in watching the game.
You're tough that way, aren't you?
I am very tough on my team and college football the way that is. I will not watch 1 second of the game.
Not 1 second?
No, I will not. I have no interest in the Monday night. I don't care. I'll watch Monday Night Raw before I watch the national championship. Yeah. Raw Monday night.
But
yes, Brock Lesnar's coming back Monday night. That's what I'm watching.
All right, Josh.
I don't know. I think everybody's favoring Alabama, but Clemson can play football too. So my pick is Clemson. I think they're going to go out there and score some big points and get on the board quick and put Alabama down.
Chad, I would like to see Clemson win, but I just think Alabama will win the ball game. Unfortunately, Nick Saban, I know that coach.
Here's what I think is going to happen. I think that McCaffrey is going to play in this game.
Go for who?
By himself and win. I'm going with Clemson. I think. I hope. I think Clemson. I've been hesitant to be a big believer. Listen, Oklahoma's a good football team, and Clemson, they were better. It wasn't. It was. I mean, it had the appearance that Oklahoma was probably lucky to be up by a point at halftime. Clemson, was in pretty much control of the game most of the way. So that made me a believer. They have some big wins. I mean, their resume looks pretty darn good right now. I'm going with Clemson to beat Alabama in the national championship game. We're out of time. We will be back next week with more on the Pitch Sports Show for all of our fine sponsors, including our presenting sponsor, Hy-Vee, Chadley, Koestner, Josh Bryce, and all of our guests tonight. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Until next time, take care.